meeting here, right now, to discuss issues that are important to Albertans. Today, hundreds of us are here, right now, to tell them that post-secondary is important. Repeatedly, promises have been broken. We had budget cuts a few years ago, last year, and now they want to pass on tuition hikes. That is unacceptable. In Alberta, we value accessibility and quality, but that means the government has to step up. The government has made promises repeatedly to invest in post-secondary and to keep education accessible. So today, we are here to say, Mr. Apprentice, keep your promises. We are here today to say, Mr. Scott, keep the promises. We are here today to tell all the honorable MLAs to keep the promises. Keep the promises. Education. I am proud to live in a province that values education, but I think we need more. I think we need to keep the government accountable. We need to keep them accountable. 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 The last thing I want to say is our post-secondary education system is great, but it can be so much better, and especially if we keep the government to account. We need to make sure we have predictability. We need to make sure that we have our tuition cap. That is so important to us. So now I'm going to end it off by saying this. Again, we are all proud Albertans, and I hope our government listens to us, and I hope our MLAs keep their promises. Thank you so much for coming out, and let's keep the energy going. Keep that cap! 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 Education cuts!
because they are not what's best for students, they're not what's best for our future, and they're not what's best for Alberta. Can I get a cheer? So I am so happy to see everyone coming out from Lethbridge, Calgary, and right here in Edmonton. Well, no, that's pretty strong. I like that. So we're going to keep this going on for a little bit longer. Thank you all for coming out. And let's start off with a good old ho, hey. Well, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Student Dennis got to go. Hey, hey. Once again, I want to say thank you to all of you for coming out. I know you guys have busy schedules. You want to get that 4.0 that I know you're all so close to. Your grandparents, your ancestors came to this country because they knew that they could have a better life here. Because they knew that Alberta was the best place to live. They knew that in coming here, that their children would have a life better than they had. They knew that you living here will provide you with the ability to give a better life than you had to your children, to your brothers and sisters. And looking out here, I know that education for me has been a way to move from no future to a future, to move from poverty to a stable income, to move from not having hope that I would be able to make it out of the same kind of vicious cycle that my parents were in. But thanks to the opportunities that I was afforded to by this country, by this province, by this wonderful country we call Canada, I am able to stand up in front of you and tell you today that we're guaranteeing that for the generations to come. So thank you. What do we want? When do we want it? Now! Everywhere we go! Everywhere we go! People want to know! People want to know! Who we are! Who we are! So we tell them! So we tell them! We are the students! We are the students! Mighty, mighty students! Mighty, mighty students! Everywhere we go! Everywhere we go! People want to know! People want to know! Who we are! Who we are! So we tell them!
into Alberta's best. Invest, invest 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 into Alberta's best.
Students from across Alberta, let's take a minute.
When do we want it? Now! What do we want?
Students from across Alberta, let's take a moment to look around. Look at your neighbors. Say thank you. Thank yourself for being here. Today is an incredibly powerful day. We have students from across our province uniting to tell our elected officials what we want from them. We elect our government to do things for us as citizens, to do things for us as young people that are coming up to better this province. And today our message is loud and clear. Students of Alberta are valuable. Every one of you. We are the future businessmen, the nurses, the entrepreneurs, the teachers. We are going to keep this province going with industry, with our ideas, with our passion. And we want to be supported while we're bettering ourselves so that we can bring that to Alberta's future. Today we are showing the government as a united front and as individuals that students are not only informed about the issues, but that we care about the issues and that we are ready to take action. We are taking action. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for making the message clear, and let this not stop here. This is the beginning. We are going to ask for accountability, and we are going to see that they follow through. So a round of applause. Thank you for your energy and enthusiasm. Please don't rob our students, please.
No cuts, no fees. Don't rob our students, please. No cuts, no fees. Don't rob our students, please. No cuts, no fees. Don't rob our students, please. No cuts, no fees. Don't rob our students, please.